Good afternoon also from my side, and I'm very happy to introduce you today my and my colleagues' work on criteria and indicators for sustainable forest management, and if they had any impact or if they had made a difference in the past 25 years. In 2014, I founded a UFO working party. UFO is the International Union of Forest Research Organizations on research and development of SFM indicators. This working party has 36 experts from 23 countries and 4 international organizations. In 2016, several of us met at an international expert workshop in Canada, and we were particularly asked to do a comparative analysis of the forest-related criteria and indicator processes with a focus on their impacts. And at the beginning, I want to give you some basics now. Sustainable forest management, in short, SFM, touches all dimensions of sustainable development. And thus also the criteria and indicators cover ecological, social, and economic sustainability aspects. 8 indicators for sustainable forest management, which are broadly used by all processes, are also SDG indicators, particularly under SDG 15. And we, from this UFO working party, we really managed to bring in these indicators into the SDG discussion and into the final SDG set. 11 criteria and indicator processes were established in the past 25 years. They cover 171 countries. Only 6 countries are not participating, and some countries even participate in 2 or 3 of these processes, as there is a certain kind of overlap. Political support, collaboration in harmonizing with other processes or with organizations like FAO and UNECE, and the joint collection of sufficient data are seen as essential for a successful criteria and indicator implementation. And also more innovative presentation of information is essential. Here you can see a rather boring common table format versus these colorful infographics presenting the same kind of information. And also the marketing of forest reports for specific target groups, like the summary for policymakers, are seen as essential. Our research led to the identification of 6 major impacts of the C&I processes, and they are all closely connected and linked to each other. And in the following, I will give you a more detailed description of each impact. First impact, the criteria and indicators for sustainable forest management have enhanced the discourse on sustainable forest management. They facilitated the common understanding of related concepts, terms, and also of definitions. The second impact, the criteria and indicators have helped to shape and focus the engagement of science in SFM. They inspired new areas of research, they encouraged funding of related research projects, and they supported the engagement of scientists in related discussions, policy discussions, and negotiations. Third impact, these indicators have improved the monitoring and reporting on SFM to facilitate transparency and evidence-based decision-making. And they aligned the global reporting with the national data collection systems and also streamlined the reporting, all kind of reports available. Fourth impact, the indicators have also strengthened the forest management practices. And for instance, they aided the control of compliance with forest management requirements, and they fostered the development of forest certification like FSC and PEFC, broadly known. Fifth impact, the indicator processes have also initiated first approaches for the assessment of progress towards the assessment of SFM goals and targets. Very important, and also the Austrian indicator set is quite outstanding in this respect with precise thresholds and targets for each indicator. The sixth impact, most important, the indicators have improved the forest-related dialogue and communication in and also outside of the forest sector, and this facilitated the consultation between policymakers and stakeholders. and raised attention and interest into forest-related things in and outside. My conclusions: crucial are political will and respective strategies to further promote criteria and indicators, and if those are missing, it leads to insufficient funding or low data availability and a lack of expertise and so on. Here you can see the underlying publications, 2 publications with colleagues of this UFO Working Party. This one on the comparative analysis of the processes, and this publication on the impacts of these processes. UFO, the International Union of Forest Research Organizations, had summarized both publications in a 2-pager spotlight, more easily readable and understandable, and for the broad public and the interested reader, and I will display it in the next room on the table with other information. My vision now, the criteria and indicator work should be continued and carried over also to other sectors to advance sustainability goals and their assessment more broadly. And with this, I thank you for your attention, and I'm open for any questions right now or in the final discussion. Thank you very much.